Today's episode of Gear Abby is presented by the one, the only, the most delightfully alliterative outdoor retailer in the game, Garage Grown Gear. Want to see the latest and greatest coming from the coolest and newest outdoor brands? You sure do. Head over to garagegrowngear.com, click on the new button, and all shall be revealed, including the following. Time to go full wool. Full wool. I feel like you have to say that.
Full wool?
No, but in your voice. Time to go.
Full wool.
Yeah, that's right. With Intimates.
It's almost like one word.
Right. It's time to go full wool with Intimates Brownwin. They have bras. They're really good, by the way. I have one. They have compressive shorts. They have underwear. Discerning adventurers agree that wool is the best choice to wear next to your skin, and now you can get your Brownwin on Garage Grown Gear. You can also get an amazing ultralight 25-liter pack by Virginia Foothills Designs, built for hikers who have their kit truly dialed in, tampons and all. And lastly, if you support Gear Abby, you should definitely support Kula Cloth. Garage Grown has the newest colors and styles from the outdoor community's #1 pea cloth, Kula. Whether you're an ultralight backpacker or just an outdoorsy person who wants to see outdoor innovation at its best, you'll find something to love when you head to the official gear shop of Gear Abby, garagegrowngear.com.
You got questions going out of your mind. Someone with answers now that's hard to find. Like the what and the why and the how stuff works, or just where to go to avoid all the jerks. She's Gear Abby, Gear Abby, Gear Abby. Advice that doesn't suck. Gear Abby.
Hello there, my outdoorsy friends, and welcome to Gear Abby, where we tackle the controversial, weird, obscure, and taboo topics that other outdoor podcasts refuse to touch. I'm outdoor educator and writer Shawnté Salabert, and I'm here to answer your burning questions about our relationships with outdoor people, places, products, and pastimes. And I want them all, because remember, there are no dumb questions, just smart advice. All right, here's how it works. As I say every week, you're going to send questions to Dear Gear. I say it every week. The questions, you are sending them to deargearabby@gmail.com. Keep them coming. You're sending some great things in. No question is dumb. And I'm going to answer a few each week here on the show. As always, joining me today is my partner in gear, the producer of Gear Abby, and a guy who I finally get to hang out with next month in New Orleans at Switchback, Colin True.
Oh, yes, we're going to be at Switchback. We're going to be there. And Old Rock Fighters, I think producer Dave might be there. I think Owen might be there. We're going to have a little Rock Fight reunion in New Orleans.
The band is back together.
I know, right?
Watch
Although I do want to... I want to kind of build off of it. You heard me giggle during Gear Abby's intro there, but I was actually talking to someone earlier this morning, and they were talking about the podcast. They're like, oh my God, how's it going? And they're like, do you guys write the questions? Or do you guys get do the people write in? I'm like, yeah, people really write in.
They do. It's great.
If you're listening to this for the first time, for the 35th time, this is our 35th episode, please write in, man. We'll read your question. DearGearAbby@gmail.com. But yes, we do get the questions. They are legit. Do. Make sure you join that crew.
Do it. And we do get this is great, actually. This is a great segue that you didn't even know. We also get, I love it when you just email me stuff that isn't questions, building off of what you heard on the show. I have to share a little tidbit that a Canadian listener, we've got international listenership.
Oh my God, international.
Remember when we had someone send in questions from like the Alps or something? Was it not Killian?
I think it was.
You should write in again, not Killian. You
not Killian, come back.
Come back. So I got to share this tidbit. It was a Canadian listener Kirsten sent over. So Kirsten says, did you know that there is a species of marmot endemic to Vancouver Island? And for a while, they were one of the most endangered species on Earth. No, I did not. And oh my gosh. The Vancouver Island marmot was down to only 22 left in the wild in 2003. Thanks to conservation efforts and donors, and in parentheses, I am a proud member. Or no, sorry, it says I am a proud marmoteer.
Oh my God.
The population is now up to 427. You can learn about them at marmots.org, which is the Marmot Recovery Foundation. Anyway, they're smaller and darker than other marmots, and they look so damn cuddly. I think they tie with pikas as being some of the cutest little guys in the forests. Oh my
Kirsten,
gosh.
it's like moth to a flame. Like you knew the
Yes.
exact right thing to say. And also, what is the sliding doors moment if you had known in 2003 that this was the case? You wouldn't be doing what you're doing right now. You'd be in Vancouver trying to save the marmots.
No, I would. I want to be a marmoteer. Like there's nothing I've never heard that word until I got this email. I want to be, listen, also take my money at Marmot Recovery Foundation. Third, are you looking for volunteers? Do you need live-in volunteers? Do you need someone who could pet the marmots and like say nice things to them?
Is there a role where someone who just maybe holds marmots all day? Is that a role that
I
exists?
think like I could be an emotional support human for them. They could emotionally support me. I really think for the first time in my entire life, I see my future. It is the Marmot Recovery Foundation. Yeah.
I'm Googling Vancouver Island marmots because I want to see.
Listen.
But what if they're like really ugly compared to like Sierra Oh, no, they're really super
She
cute.
did say they're different, but she said they're cute. I
They're
mean, Sierra
darker.
marmots.
Yeah, they're darker.
Yeah, they're darker, but they're cute. They don't have the yellow belly. But any marmot is a good marmot, if you ask me. Like, I would hug any of them. I don't discriminate if they're American or Canadian. Like, anybody else in the world, if you have access to marmots where you live, tell me about them. I want to know.
Until it starts
about
clawing your face off.
It's deargearabby@gmail.com. Unless you have murderous marmots, then don't tell me about them. Okay, don't ruin my dreams of being a marmoteer. Oh man, that was truly that I felt joy when I read about that. I went down the rabbit hole. I looked at the website. I considered my future life. This is all I want. I'm glad that people listen and they know what we like, or at least what I like.
Yeah, I don't know what tone we have in our, listener questions today. All I know is that I think, Shawnté's probably just going to be buzzing and shining for the rest of the podcast because we started with marmots, so it's all fine.
It's true. It's true. Do you see? I feel like my face is glowing in a way it wasn't 5 minutes ago. I think that's my calling, and it may have taken me many decades to get there, but I'm ready. Okay. deargearabby@gmail.com. If you're a marmot and you know how to send email, contact me. All right. Okay. What do we have? What actual questions do we have?
Okay. First question today. It opens with, hi. It was like 5 eyes and an exclamation point. So that's how I interpreted that. Okay. They go on to say, okay, so my sister and I are doing a little hikey hike the other day. And we were just a few miles in and there were just some random stairs. Like they didn't go anywhere, just stairs in the forest. I was curious, so I walked over there and my sister practically screamed, never climb on random stairs in the forest. Full volume. Totally freaked me out. She told me that apparently stairs in the forest that don't belong to anything are haunted or devil stairs or something. I know this isn't a typical oh my God, I love our listeners. I know this isn't typical how to poop outdoors stuff you cover, but maybe you know about the haunted stairs? Or was my sister just messing with me? My guess is the latter, but I still gotta know just for peace of mind. Yours truly, signed Brina. This is what I'm talking about. Send their questions. Because, look, Shawnté has a much deeper outdoor resume than I do, but I still feel like I'm a pretty, experienced outdoorsy guy. I've never heard about the haunted stairs. So.
I actually have.
Oh, good.
Oh man, that whole email was A+, and then Colin reading it was A++. Like this, I actually have tears in my eyes. Maybe it's a little like leftover marmot high, but that was so far. This is an 11 out of 10 episode for me.
So good. This is all turning up Shawnté.
So good. I love this
If there's
question.
a bidet question coming, we may have to end the pod. It might be
What
the
if
last
it's a
episode.
haunted bidet?
That's it.
Yeah, that would be. Then you'll know Gear Abbey is over. Oh my gosh. No, I love this. Maybe even more than the poop questions. People bring me, bring me your outdoor lore questions.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, please.
We love it. Send us
New Jersey Devil, just any like that kind of stuff. Yeah, please.
Yeah, we love storytelling questions on here. So anything like that, listen,
and
let
don't
me go
worry,
down a
Aaron
rabbit
Mankey,
hole.
we're not standing on your corner, okay? So.
Wait, what's Aaron Mankey's podcast?
Oh, the lore podcast.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, no TM, no C in a circle. We're good. So Brina, so I have heard about the forest stairs, and it is the story of the forest stairs or steps or staircases, stairways to nowhere. It kind of winds together a bit of truth, a bit of ranger lore, and a bit of internet doing what the internet does. So let's get into the truth first. There are a lot of stairs in the woods. There are. And this is because there used to be a lot of buildings in the woods. Buildings that rotted, burnt, or otherwise fell apart. leaving behind the stairs. In a lot of cases, you had stairs made out of stone, so those stairways are intact. And then in other cases, the just stairs are made, they got to withstand the weight of humans. I don't know. That doesn't make sense because so does a house. But
right.
but let's just say in a lot of cases, the staircase is the thing that remains. And unless you know that there are random stairs in a place, it can be super unsettling to just see them pop up when you're hiking, especially in really remote areas. And so logically, you might think, okay, there was once a building here. But your brain often pushes aside logic in favor of what's an interesting soup of two phenomena called pattern completion recognition. That's one of them. And then the uncanny valley sensation. That's another one. So we're going to get into this. When you see stairs, your brain automatically knows they go to something. So that is the pattern recognition part of it. Stairs don't exist as a solo object, except for maybe like in an art museum or an M.C. Escher painting or something like that. Stairs always lead you somewhere. They're a path to a door, whatever, or a deck or something. So when they exist, especially when they appear to be fully intact, completely without the thing they're supposed to lead to, your brain is like, something is wrong here, And then you add to that the setting, a forest without other, human development in it. And your brain is like, red alert, red alert, red alert,
Yeah.
Yeah. So the uncanny valley part of it is, uncanny valley, if you're not familiar with the phrase, it's a creepy feeling we get when something appears to be human, but isn't quite. Like there's something slightly off about it. So it's why a lot of us have a visceral reaction to AI photos, is that there's like a little tiny thing that's off. The smile is slightly too wide for the face, which is super creepy. A finger is positioned weird, or they just generally look like they don't have a soul. Like you're like, that's supposed to be a person, but something is wrong. That's uncanny valley.
Okay.
So the feeling that the stairs themselves appear fine, but the scenario itself isn't fine is how that all comes together.
Okay.
Yeah. So the reason, Brina, your sister is probably super freaked out by the stairs this is where we get into the internet lore.
Yeah.
It's not because stairs are actually haunted, although I can't confirm that all stairways are not haunted. There may be some out
If
there.
I saw stairs in the woods, I'd be the first. Let's run up the stairs. I wouldn't even hesitate.
I was going to ask you about that later. I'm glad that was my assumption. So listen, this is where it actually has an origin story. So back in 2015, which seems like 10 lifetimes ago, a user going by the name Search and Rescue Woods, made a post in the No Sleep subreddit, and that is a subreddit for people who post about spooky experiences they've had in real life. And that post went viral. So the person said they work in search and rescue, and they actually shared a bunch of different stories. And I went back and read it again because I haven't seen it in a while. And I was like, oh yeah, this is some creepy shit. And of those anecdotes, there was only one that was relevant to this question. I'm going to read it to you. And it goes like this. Now, I don't know if this is true in every search and rescue unit, but in mine, it's sort of an unspoken regular thing we run into. We've been told not to talk about it by our superiors, and at this point, we've all gotten so used to it that it doesn't seem weird anymore. On just about every case where we're really far in the wilderness, now remember, this is search and rescue people, I'm talking 30 or 40 miles, at some point, we'll find a staircase in the middle of the woods. It's almost like if you took the stairs in your house, cut them out, and just put them in the forest. I asked about it the first time I saw some, and the other officer just told me not to worry about it, that it was normal. Everyone I asked said the same thing. I wanted to go check them out, but I was told very emphatically that I should never go near any of them.
Okay.
That's the thing, okay? That was enough. It was enough to unleash a flood of people sharing their own creepy stair stories. So all the comments in that Reddit, it led to like 2 other Reddit posts by that same person sharing more search and rescue creepy stories. But the stair stories just kept coming. And what happened from there, and the reason this has become such, I was going to say an urban legend, but I guess it's a forest legend, non-urban legend. It's because of something called creepypasta. So you've probably heard of this. And creepypasta is that thing that people do where they spin an even bigger tale based on something they saw on the internet. So it's like a digital game of telephone. Like, whoa, did you hear about that ranger who's always running into abandoned stairs and then their supervisor not to go up them? And then one day one of their colleagues did and they just like disappeared. Oh my God.
We used to call those campfire stories.
Exactly. Digital campfire stories. Yep. That is what it is. So Brina, the stairs exist. Your brain's going to find them weird, but I doubt any of them serve as portals to hell or whatever. I will say, though, you will not catch my ass going up any of those stairs because I am 900% superstitious.
On.
No, I won't do it.
Come on.
What if they are a
You
portal
just
to hell,
got done
Colin?
telling Brina they're not going portals to hell, and then you said, but they actually are portals to hell, and I'm not going up them.
No, I said they could. I can't 100% prove they aren't.
You could by walking up them and not being sucked into a hell vortex.
Well, you're clearly going to do it for me.
Oh, without a doubt. Happily.
Maybe we can find. See, I was going to say maybe we can find some stairs in New Orleans, but that is actually one place I would not walk up haunted stairs.
Yeah, that might be the one place where I like put aside my bravado.
Yeah,
like not here.
I have. That is one of the places. A friend of mine has an apartment down there. She's from there, and I have stayed in her apartment, and it was it's like a great place, but spooky as shit. Like you just feel haunted while you're there.
Right.
And they've seen, she and her partner have seen a ton of stuff happen. Anyway, no stairs for us in New Orleans, but I will say I want rangers, search and rescue people, and anybody. I want anybody to send in your spooky outdoor stories. I
Hell
want
yeah.
stair stories, Bigfoot stories, like, I don't know, alien abductions, whatever. Send us your stories, whether or not it's a question. I love reading listener emails sometimes. So send them in. We want to know what creepy shit has happened to you out there.
For sure. And listen, I want to believe in this stuff. I want this stuff to be real, but I also am just super, just like look at the world. Okay. Anytime that's like, hey, something happened at like this one place and and we need to find out there's like 82 different cameras that show it. So I really feel like at this point we have pretty definitive evidence of a lot of this stuff. Not people have their own experiences. I'm not. If you have had these supernatural experiences, I'm not saying you haven't. I'm just saying that I'm pretty down on a lot of the stuff being real. At the same time, I love it and I want to hear these stories. So please send them in. But I would definitely run up the stairs. And then when I didn't get sucked into a hell vortex, I'd make you come up there with me.
Then I would probably cry a little bit and do it because I didn't want to let you down, Colin.
Fine. Then I would push you into the hell vortex.
Oh my God. Everyone heard that, okay?
There's marmots in there.
Okay, then I'll go. Thank you for bringing it back to marmots. I really appreciate that.
I think it's going to be my goal in every question from here on out.
I mean, I'm not mad at that. I listen, we can rebrand this the Gear, Abby, and Marmots show for all I care.
I got to get replaced. Producer Marmot is here.
Producer Marmot. We could just call you Producer Marmot and it'll feel even better for me.
I love it.
And today, joining me as always, our producer Marmot.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Oh, I love it. I think, I don't know if producer Marmot can do all the cool voices you can, though.
Probably not, but
No.
they're a Marmot.
I'm trying to imagine producer Marmot doing like, what's in your pack?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry for that, everyone. All right. What else do we have today? That was a good one. I'm like,
Very good
sorry
one.
to all other question answers.
Well done,
askers.
Brina.
That was a good one, Brina.
All right, next question. Dear Gear Abby, I enjoy the whole show, but my favorite segments are when you settle a debate. I'm pleased to say now I have one of my own to add. Each year, I take an annual ski trip with some of my college buddies. This year's was a few weeks ago. Not the best winter for it, but what can you do? And one of them, let's call him Schmoose, just went through sorry, Bruce, if you're listening, just went through a bad divorce and drank his face off all weekend and consequently felt like shit, or at least shittier than before.
Aw.
Another friend, let's call him Schmancisco. I feel like that this guy's friends definitely listen to our podcast.
They must.
So Schmancisco and I kept telling him to slow down because you're going to get more drunk when you drink alcohol at altitude. His response was that we were wrong, that alcohol affects your body at the same elevation. Now he's a PT, so he has some medical training, but I just don't think that's right. I mean, it has to affect you differently at elevation, right? So can you settle the debate? Thanks. Let's call me Schmerick.
Schmerick, such clever pseudonyms. I really do hope that you and your friends listen to this episode together.
Yes.
Well, I will say I schmear schmabby.
Schmear.
Schmarmit. Oh, schmarmit actually kind of works.
Schmarmit schmabby.
Schmarmit. Shikaka. I remember I've been up for a while today. I don't know if y'all knew that. I've been up for 12 hours. No, 13 almost by the time we're recording this episode. So you're getting the best of me today is what I'm saying. So me, Schmear Schmabby Schmarmit, I am pleased to help you and your top secret mystery friends solve this debate for once and for all. So the question is, do you get more drunk if you drink alcohol at altitude? No, but also kind of. Let me explain. All right. So drunkenness is measured by a little something we call blood alcohol concentration. That is the number the cops are looking for when they pull you over for breathalyzer test. So that just means it's the percentage of alcohol swimming around in your bloodstream. So in most places, anything around 0.08% or higher is considered legally impaired or definitely absolutely drunk. So Schmerick and friends, let's say you have a beer at sea level.
Okay.
The exact number depends on your body composition and metabolism, but it'll probably jack your blood alcohol composition up to about 0.02 or so. If the same person drinks that same beer at around 8,000 feet of elevation or whatever, their blood alcohol content would be about the same. So you're not technically any drunker from a legal standpoint, but you are likely feeling an increased effect from the alcohol for a few reasons, and that's all related to the altitude. So your body's already under a lot of stress at altitude, which anybody who's been up there knows. And it's even more so the higher you get. So your heart rate is higher. Your heart has to work a lot faster to keep the blood circulating. You're breathing faster since your body is like trying to gulp down more oxygen and increase the concentration. And all of this is just amplified if you haven't acclimatized yet. So like, I don't know, during a boys' weekend, when you're just up there for a weekend. I'm just saying, Schmerick and Co. So alcohol, like where this comes into the picture, alcohol is a nervous system depressant, okay? So what it does is it makes it even harder for your heart and your lungs to compensate for the effects of altitude because it's simultaneously slowing down the very things in your body that are trying to speed up to compensate. So it's like, no, let's make it hard. No, you don't need to breathe. No, just be drunk. It's also easier to become dehydrated at altitude, and alcohol being a diuretic and all, it only intensifies that. Womp womp. Sad trombone. Plus, if you're already experiencing a touch of altitude sickness, so that could be you're headachy, maybe you're nauseated, fatigued, alcohol is just going to pile onto that special little crap sandwich. That's just how it works, right? So, Schmerick, this is a quick one. I'm just going to give you the edge here. You might blow the same number on a breathalyzer in Death Valley as you would on Denali, but that same amount of alcohol is going to have an outsized effect the higher you get. So I'd say go give your buddy a hug. It sounds like he probably needs that more than he needs a beer, but who am I to judge?
Yeah, listen, altitude does kind of suck. Like having lived at altitude and it was great. And then you move to sea level. I moved to sea level. I'm like, oh, this is so much better. You know, it
filthy
really,
with oxygen.
You know, they call the Rockies is like the strep belt because it's dry and high altitude and people get sicker more in the winter.
Sorry, they call it the strep belt?
Yeah, when I had kids, at least that's what a doctor told me when my kids were little because they would get strep every winter because you're just more susceptible to it because it was drier and you're at altitude and those kinds of things. So, I mean, that's a little wives' tale. I have no idea. But I just know that when I'm at altitude and I get back home, I'm like, I can breathe again.
I feel like I've made that disgusting sipping sound before on the podcast. So for those of you who liked it the first time.
It was just a marmot drinking off of one of those little bottles with the ball at the end,
Oh, no, but that makes me think they're in a cage, which I don't want.
Caged marmots.
No, that's my nightmare. Is that a
death metal band? Is that a death metal band?
It sounds
Caged
like
marmots.
One of Caged Marmots. Like a Swedish death metal band.
Yes.
It also like Caged Marmot sounds like one of the melatonin dreams I had the other night. I'm getting ready to go to Denmark. So
I think it's singular marmot though. It's Caged Marmot.
Caged Marmot. Oh yeah, that's right. That's the Swedish death metal band. Caged Marmots was the melatonin dream.
Okay.
Let's keep things straight on this podcast, okay? It's what we do. All right. You're doing a very good job, by the way, of wrapping marmots into every segment.
All right. Yeah. 2 for 2. Let's see if we can get it going for number 3 here.
Do you feel, you just saying number 3 made me think of going to the bathroom.
What is number 3 on the bathroom
That's what
scale?
I don't know. I don't know what number 3 is.
Is that like
is it a
explosive like illness?
Ooh,
and it's
I don't know. Maybe it's when you're farting rainbows. I don't know. Anything could happen. We're in the third. I was going to say we're in the third quarter of this podcast, but we're in the third of this podcast.
There you go.
Also known as the third quarter in my brain. So this is where we really come off the handle. We get a little unhinged if we weren't already. This is an exciting time for you loyal listeners. You don't know what we're going to say at this point. We're going to reference a lot of things we said earlier.
This is also the second podcast we recorded today, so we're probably a little punchy at this point.
Yeah, we're in the 11th hour of the 7th quarter of the next year. It's a good time.
Back to the doubter. Oh, you guys get questions like, we recorded 2 podcasts today.
That's right.
All on listener questions.
That's
doubter.
right. Actually, I want even more people to send us emails now. deargearabby@gmail.com.
Do it. Also leave it maybe a little review on Apple Podcasts. We had somebody leave us a review that said it's the podcast that makes me want to pet a buffalo, which was the greatest thing ever.
It's so good. I'm glad we're here to do our job. Okay.
These are our people.
They are our people. All right. What do you have for our people, Colin?
Okay, last question. Dearest Abby. I like that.
I do too.
Thank you to you and Colin for this podcast. Oh, you're welcome.
I know. I like that one.
I found it a couple of months ago and have listened since to all the episodes to help break up the monotony of my workday. I'm going on my first overnight backpacking trip next month on the Ozette Triangle Loop in Olympic National Park. I'm a bit nervous about the fact that bears frequent the area, and I was hoping for some tips, particularly about smells.
We love smells.
Like if I put on face moisturizer, sunscreen, and deodorant, if I put that on in the morning, will it still be an attractant to the bear later in the evening? I know sunscreen, lip balm, and toiletries need to go in a bear can for storage, but then start to overthink about having them on my actual person and wonder if I should use them at all. However, I'd like to not have a flaky, dry face all day. I would like to not stink too bad. I'd be very grateful for any tips you deem relevant. Thanks, signed BOA, which they explain as body odor avoidant. And now you have a trail name.
I know you do.
Boa.
That's our gift to you, Boa.
Boa.
Oh my gosh. Listen, Boa, thank you for listening. Thank you for a lovely email. It really does mean a lot to us that all of you email us. Second, judging from the amount of bear-related questions we get on this show, because I've got some sitting in the hopper as well. Just a few weeks ago, somebody asked about whether their menstrual blood would be an attractant.
Yeah.
A lot of you are clearly concerned that Yogi and friends are going to come up and start licking you like a popsicle.
God, you smell the moisturizer on the air. Oh my God, guys, we got to go find that person.
Little jerkins behind the knee. It really does it for me. I'm so sorry, Boa. I am pleased, or maybe for some of you, I'm sorry to say this is not the case. They do not want to lick you.
Maybe Boa's actually trying to attract the bears. No king shaming, but maybe that's what Boa's. Yeah, right.
I'm gonna put it this way so they don't know my real motivation.
Oh no! Don't come near me, bears! As I lather myself in moisturizer.
just sticking my arms in a vat of honey that I found on the side of the road. I don't know where honey. I was gonna say I don't know where honey grows.
Well, it's part of the skincare routine.
It is. That's true. That's true. Well, listen, grizzly bears do consider human beings part of the great food chain of life. You know, they're always down to investigate a little like dinner potential. Mm-hmm. That's why you do have to mind your P's and Q's around grizzlies, reduce any incentive for them to get close. But to put your mind at ease, Boa, the only bears in Olympic are black bears. No grizzlies there. And black bears, again, not sorry to say, they are just not interested in licking you. They are interested, like you said, in good smelling things, and you want to smell good. So I see the confusion here. I understand where you're coming from. This is actually similar to another question I got about someone having chapstick in their pocket. So we're going to roll them in together here. Tara, this is your question being answered as well. So they are interested in good smelling things. So let's talk about how wearing scented things like lip balm and sunscreen is different than having them sitting somewhere on a log, in a backpack, on a picnic table. So bears have a wildly amazing sense of smell. I read that it is somewhere around 7 times as powerful as a bloodhound. I was like, okay.
Wow.
All right, bears, I get it. That's good for you. I suppose I think it would be interesting if detectives started using bears. They're just like, hey, buddy, we got a crime scene to investigate.
Friggin', Oh, okay. Coming this fall to CBS, Crime Scene Bear.
In my day job, that's one of the I pitch all of the procedurals on NBC. It's like all the CSI and CIS, whatever the hell. There's like
well, that gets
of them.
Chicago Crime Scene Bear.
Chicago Crime Scene Bear.
He's got a suit
Fire
on.
Bear. Yeah. So if any showrunners are listening, Colin and I are very creative, and we would be happy to come on board as paid consultants.
Or if SNL's looking for writers, this is what you would get at the pitch table.
This is what you'd get. Our Crime Scene Bear. It is going to be good. Colin and I are going to workshop it right now. Fine. We'll wait till after the podcast. But
yes.
So these bears have real good sniffers, and this amazing smell-o-vision they have is why you put things in bear canisters and bear-proof, containers, lockers, whatever, when you are in Bearatory, Colin's favorite place.
Love a callback.
Love a portmanteau.
Like episode 3 or whatever.
That's right. I'm never not going to say it. But the thing is, even though we might smell delightful, at least to some of us, black bears don't see us as prey. So, in fact, outside of developed areas like campgrounds where they have learned to see us as like vending machines, they're like, let's go get a Snickers bar from that one.
Yeah.
They pretty much generally see us as a very large, scary unknown. We are loud, we are unpredictable in our behavior, and we are big enough that black bears know we are not food. So they're opportunistic. They're just looking for easy calories. And that's why the Yosemite bears learned how to swipe backpacks and bust into cars looking for coolers. All that stuff is pretty low stakes for them. And it's also why they will sniff around your smellable stuff like food, toothpaste, other toiletries when you've got it laying around at camp. Now, the difference in you wearing that very same stuff that they are very interested in otherwise is all about context. It's on you. It's just another part of this very large, terrifying whole. Okay. So you as an entity are terrifying to them. You could have a hive full of honey dripping like Winnie the Pooh style on your head. And the bear's gonna be like, oh man, I want to, but nope, I'm good. Like, it's just not an easy opportunity for them to try to get a snack from you if they have to fight some big scary animal and try to figure out what part of it smells nice. Like, they'd rather just go eat berries or steal a candy bar someone left on a table. So yeah, even honey scented chapstick sitting in your pocket is not enough for them to confront that fear. Like, they are generally afraid of us. So I'd say, just to put it all in perspective, here's an image for you. Let's say pepperoni pizza is your favorite food. That's right.
Sounds
Colin's
good. It's getting
into
close
it.
to dinner time. I'm getting hungry.
I know, me too. If you see one sitting on a table all by its little lonesome, you might wander over and just be like, "Hey, buddy, how are you? You want to be in my mouth?" Okay, that's a normal reaction, right? Now, what if that same pizza? What if Mike Myers is walking towards you with this creepy ass hockey mask? He's got like a butcher knife. He's carrying the pizza.
Shawnté.
Are you still interested?
You're mixing up your franchises.
Wait, which one?
It's Michael Myers. He doesn't wear a hockey mask. Sorry, I know you were rolling, but I couldn't let it stand.
Oh, wait, who wears the hockey mask?
Jason wears the hockey mask. Jason Voorhees.
What? Oh, Mike Myers has the creepy face
Michael
with the hair.
Myers. Mike Myers was on Saturday Night Live.
That's Austin Powers.
That's
If Austin Powers was walking toward me with a pizza, I'd be like, "Hey, baby, give me some more." Hey, baby. Yeah.
But your point, I get it. If an intimidating individual with a large knife,
Pick a serial killer that frightens you and imagine them walking towards you. Oh, no, I can't. Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, or other. Okay.
There you go.
Any of them. They could, they might do that to trick you. You don't know that that's not Mike Myers in the hockey mask. Okay.
That's true.
Did he tell you? Did he take it off and go, "See, it's me. Don't worry, it's only me"? No. He didn't. So you don't know, Colin, okay? You don't know what's happening.
And he has that pepperoni pizza.
Exactly. So your brain is already confused.
Right.
Your brain is like, but I want it, but it's dangerous. Anyway, so I just think like you just keep that image in mind. I want you to specifically keep the image of Mike Myers and Jason Voorhees as a combined entity walking towards you. Maybe throw a little Charles Manson in there. I don't know what does it for you, what frightens you. If that allures you, take it out of the equation. Okay, so anything that disgusts or makes you afraid, you don't want it then. So the bears don't want you. I'm sorry. I don't mean to say you're disgusting, Boa, but you're not the kind of thing that black bear wants to eat. So go ahead, keep yourself moisturized and have a nice time out in the park.
If Chicago Crime Scene Bear is successful, the spinoff for that could be Coming this fall to CBS, Mississippi Marmot. Got a little hat on. It's like a Justified kind of situation.
Oh, wow. Oh, so Mississippi Marmot. So the Marmot is the lawmaker.
Is the law. In this town,
the law.
He's the law.
The long belly of the law. The squeaky arm of the law.
And hey, Boa, embrace being smelly. Come on. This is the best part of being outside for a few days. It doesn't matter. Just be smelly. There's nothing wrong with being smelly.
I know. I do love it. And it does make you less exciting to maybe other predators. So
there you go.
There you go.
Be flaky and smelly and all the things. And then when you get back to civilization, you can go back to what you do.
Get that pizza. All right, that's it for this episode of Gear Abby. Until next time, send your burning questions about your relationships with outdoor products, people, places, pastimes, bears, smell-o-vision, anything, marmots. Send us also your spooky stories over to deargearabby@gmail.com, and I'm going to do my best to answer them or read them on the air if they're delightful. Or we'll find somebody else who can. And of course, head over to your podcast listening service of choice, like Colin said, and subscribe, rate, and review to support the pod and make our day. Also, follow us on Instagram at GearAbbyPod. In the meantime, today's episode was produced by this guy, Colin True.
Going up the stairs with a marmot.
Wow, Inception. In the meantime, I'm Shawnté Salabert, and remember, there are no dumb questions, just smart advice.